So I've still been, meditating every day. I've still been meditating every day. That's about it. Only thing that's probably conscious that I've been doing, but I've been semi-conscious, which means basically unconscious, but conscious enough to be aware of what's happening, but not conscious enough to move out of it of my own choosing. So basically, still not conscious. There's levels of consciousness. Like you can be fully conscious, which is which is what the natural human being is evolving to, or you can be semi-conscious, which is what most people fluctuate in. Or you could just be an unconscious human being, but some life event will happen where you have to become more conscious, or you'll just fall into whatever random event you fall into. One thing that in my head that I have to really instill is that nothing is wrong, nothing is ever wrong. It is not good to look at anything with a certain. I'm not gonna see even I'm preaching it out in existence, but see when I say it's not good, it's basically giving a reaffirmation of poison in my mind that every time this specific thing happens, that it's not a good thing. And really, what you would want to strive for is when you look at something, you don't have any judgments or expectations of what it is. So if you're trying to break something, you don't say, this is bad, every time it pops up or it happens, or you judge it. Matter of fact, you judge it, it comes worse. And when it comes, matter of fact, you judge it, you consume it more, it envelops you more. And when it envelops you more, you throw a negative shun at it even more, and then you do it, and then you do it even more. It's a funny reaffirming prophecy of how that works. And I guess yeah, I don't know what I was really saying right there. I'm just rambling. I'm just talking. The goal, there is no goal. I don't know the goal of life. I don't know the goal of life. I don't know if there is one. But the natural evolution of the human being is to realize itself, and it will go its whole life doing that, and it might do that through achievement of things, materialistic things. I don't know exactly how to achieve a materialistic thing. You need to provide value of a certain skill. When you don't have a bias towards a skill, then you can choose any skill. But the thing is when you don't have a bias and you want to choose any skill is when you take up on that skill, you lose interest in the skill and you want to do another skill. You want to try to do something else. I'm rambling a lot. I do want to do the Navigator technique like I said I was going to do. Why haven't I done it? I don't know. I'm semi-conscious. It's like it's levels of consciousness, This life is very weird. It's very interesting. I'm not really fully living it, I would say. I'm definitely running away and cowering up in sort of a bubble that I've placed myself in. I isolate myself. Not because, I think a lot of it is because I don't know what exactly I want to do. So there's not really that much for me to go outside and do. There is the idea that I have to survive. And yeah, that's the thing that's there. I don't want to say fortunate enough, but I'm in this situation where I have parents that, are very free range, so they don't really push me to earn a job, which can be looked at as a good thing, but if you actually have it, it could be also a bad thing because you don't really learn anything and you don't have any life skills. That's just a fact. But it's also a blessing because you can discover something that you consciously and actually want to do besides getting forced into something that you need to do just to survive. But at the end of the day, life is really about being able to do anything with the exact same involvement and enjoyment than anything. Whether you climb Mount Everest, or whether you take one step, or whether you take a breath, or whether you look at a rock, or you talk to a person, whatever you're doing, whether you watch a movie, whether you don't watch a movie, you can have the same involvement and enjoyment in life with anything. That's really what everybody's striving for. Essentially, when it comes down to it, I think that's basically what I want to say. I'm just gonna upload this video, just talking out of my head. Not sure exactly what I want to do. I want to try the Neville Goddard thing. I should do it because I want to do it because I want to do it for fun, and I want to see if it works. How powerful the mind can be. Not necessarily to achieve, I guess, the goal of how powerful it can go, but the real thing is, it's like I don't have an expectation of like what I need to get. Oh, I need to achieve a certain level of power. No, it's really just how much can you evolve in life? Like, what is there? Like, what can I do? What's possible for this individual who calls himself Julius, who's talking to this phone, who has this identity of who he is and who is semi-conscious in his life as currently, you know? That's basically it. I'm gonna end this clip here. And yeah.